Live from London, it's Paul O'Grady.
Evening, folks.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the fire.
Turn that off. Turn it off. Oh, my Lord, it's like being trapped in a grotto. Look at all this. Oh, you're a bit early, aren't you, babe, with your Christmas decorations? Only got 3 weeks left. You're counting, are you? I was up at 5:30 this morning. Ugh. I'll tell you... There's not many people I'd get up for in the morning, but Lorraine Kelly, she was lying next to me at the time, like... No, not like that. She just said, can I stay at yours for work? But I'd like you all to wish Lorraine Kelly, who's one of the nicest women God ever put in shoe leather, a big happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lorraine. Give it a cheer. "62. She looks marvellous, doesn't she? Must be all that lovely Scottish hair. Excuse me, Olga. Thank you. Excuse me, Ollie. She's got the ump with me today. Olga, we got the ump. You're going to look at me, Ol. Going to give us a kiss? Is it rabbits? Nah, suit yourself. I'll deal with you later, madam. Right, this is from Kerry. Dear Paul, I notice your postcode is WC2E9WU. Is it? Can this be right? I typed it into my sat-nav and it took me straight to the WC, that's second from the left in the gents at Waterloo Train. Fed up with this abuse, Olga. Getting it from you, getting it from the... This is dear Mr O'Grady, thank you for visiting our cosmetic surgery clinic yesterday morning. It was Sunday. I was in church regarding your forthcoming procedure. Upon reflection, rather than reduce the size of your nose, we feel it will work out much cheaper to enlarge your face. Well, it's a very short post bag today, yeah, because we've got a huge line-up. So we've had Lorraine Kelly's birthday. She's 50. Good luck to you, Lorraine. We've got happy 89th birthday to Connie Pierce from Chris, Ken, Catherine and Matthew. Happy 14th birthday to Kennedy Bryson from Mrs L Bryson. There's a very formal birthday there. Happy 26th birthday to our camera assistant, Nick, from all the team, and from Uncle Albert. Is that Bert, Uncle Albert? Sounds like that one from Tommy. I'm your Uncle Albert. And on the birthday mug, we have Caitlin Eve Foster from Atherstone, and she's 5 today. Give them all a big cheer. Are you ready? We've got a fabulous lineup for you tonight. They've cancelled. But don't worry, I'm going to get up and do Living Doll for you. Now, between them, my guests tonight have sold over 310 million records and DVDs. One is that girl from Scotty Road who first topped the charts in 1964. Who is she? Cilla! Miss Cilla Black, yes. Yes. Miss Cilla Black, a woman responsible for my 2 heart attacks. You haven't been out with her, have you? There's no such thing as a night out with Cilla. It's called a week out. And the other had his first hit in 1958, and this year he had his 126th. Here's, of course, Sir Cliff Richard. Come here. Plus, I don't know whether they know this, but Cliff, Cilla and I will be learning to do Beyoncé's single ladies dance routine. Which apparently is all the rage. Cilla, I won't know anything about that. I mean, I'm in bed for 9 o'clock, aren't I, with my Ovaltine, me Horlicks. But it's time now for my first guests who were with Cliff virtually from day one. They are Britain's first rock and roll band. They had 33 hit singles with Cliff. The hits continued when they went their separate ways. Please will you welcome Raise the Roof, 2 icons for The Shadows, Bruce Welch and Hank Marvin. believe you're here, honestly.
Paul, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is Olga on Prozac?
She's just like this all the time, Hank. She sits there, doesn't she? Watch, Olga, where's the rabbits? That's what you get. See, the bomb could go off and Olga would yawn, honestly. Listen, it's lovely to have... Do you know, I've had everyone on this couch. That sounds rude, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. But you two, I'm sorry, this is a great day for the O'Grady's. Oh, it really is, it really is. Isn't it, eh? I'm sorry, it's the Shadows, for God's sake. It really is, you know. And you're looking fine. I mean, you've just done this mammoth tour, haven't you?
Yeah.
How was it? Was it good?
Yeah, we did 30...
With this lot following your hands?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Do you want me to chuck them out? Look at it. Wall-to-wall crimpling. Behave yourselves. You don't want no roll-ons chucking over here. Do you hear me?
We did Ireland. We opened in Ireland.
Fabulous.
We did the whole of the UK and the whole of Europe. And we finished on Sunday night and flew back for you.
Oh, see?
Here we are.
I don't know what to say. Do you still love touring? Do you still get a big kick out of it?
I think it's a wonderful thing to play in front of a live audience.
Isn't it, yeah?
And these lot are very much alive, as you can see.
Tell them, mate.
Well, you know the feeling, Paul, isn't it? You get that instant feedback. You know, if you do something good, the audience enjoys it. You do something bad, they go...
Yeah. Well, how long have you two been working together now?
51 years.
My God.
I don't seem a day too long.
Joe, I was on the internet last night, legitimately, you know, looking at Wikipedia. Have you ever heard anything like Wikipedia?
Yeah.
And it can't decide whether you met in a coffee bar or in a laundrette. So what was the truth?
Actually, neither.
Oh, really?
Wrong again.
It was the Two Eyes, wasn't it? Coffee bar.
Well, first of all, Bruce and I met at school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He brought a weird-looking guitar to school, a metal-bodied National guitar, which I'd never seen before, and that's how we first started talking, because of our interest in guitars. But maybe they're getting that confused, Bruce, with meeting Cliff for the first time.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet Cliff, then?
Well,
He was doing his smalls in a laundrette.
No, Cliff, I can believe that.
Yeah. Hank and I came to London when we were 16.
Yeah.
And went to a place called the Two Eyes Coffee Bar in Soho, in Old Compton Street, which was where all the wannabes...
Was it hip?
You know, when you're 16...
Did have those glass cups with the frothy coffee
Yeah,
in
we
it?
couldn't afford that, but they did have... yeah. But everybody who sort of wanted to be, you know, a musician or famous would go to the Two Eyes because Tommy Steele had been discovered there.
Yeah.
So we would hang around there, and we met Brian Bennett, we met Jet Harris, we met Tony Meehan, we met Licorice Locking, who all became the Shadows, one form of the Shadows. And one night, we would play, hopefully, what, 4 nights a week, Hank?
Yeah, even 5. Yeah. If we could get the gig. 18 shillings a night. If we were rolling in it, I tell you.
How many shows a night?
8, no.
Oh, just one a night.
We got 18 shillings.
18 shillings?
I've got to tell you this. We didn't realise until years later, we actually got a pound, but the doorman took 10% commission.
Why did he say 10% commission? Did he get you the gig?
He got us the gig.
Oh, did the bouncer?
Yeah, he was the bouncer, yeah. And one night that we weren't playing, I was doing orange juice at the back of the tiny coffee bar, this place. I mean, it's only about, I don't know, 20 feet maybe.
Yeah.
And this guy was playing who looked a bit, you know, with the sideburns
and the lip gum.
and the lip and the... And it was Cliff, and he ignored me and I ignored him. And, you know.
Were you as Elvis fixated as Cliff in your day?
No, I was more Cliff fixated.
Oh, were you? Yeah. You were a big fan of Buddy Holly, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, Bruce and I, we loved the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Gene Vincent, all the early rockers, including the early Elvis, of course. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel when the likes of Eric Clapton say that you influenced them? Thanks, Olga. I'm doing an interview here.
Well...
The Prozacs.
Prozac's wearing off. But he did, though, didn't he, Eric Clapton? You know, Clapton said, the Shadows influenced me.
Well, apparently, there are quite a number of big-name guitarists now who, of course, started off because they liked the Shadows and they started playing our stuff, and then they developed their own styles.
Yeah.
People like Peter Green, Mark Knopfler, Brian May, even Jeff Beck I saw recently. He was this is funny. Jeff said when he was 16, he was in a Cliff and the Shadows band, and the singer said he was Cliff's cousin. And he said he looked great. He had the dark hair, the dark eyes, and he had all the moves. He said, but he was a terrible singer. Just like Cliff.
Yeah.
Don't rile them, you know what they're like, these cliffhangers. They're a nightmare. Behave yourselves, girls. I've got a cattle prod under this desk. I won't hesitate to use it. But the Beatles as well, they said without the Shadows there wouldn't be any Beatles, didn't they? Which Beatles said that?
I believe George Harrison.
Was it George said that?
said, yeah.
You didn't see the script, did you?
No.
What script?
What script, exactly? Look, we've got... Now, you ready for this? There's a clip of you in action, 1962. Oh. Watch this and wait, Bruce. Go on, babe. Where did you rehearse all the dance routines and the legs and all?
We're going to tell you the truth about this clip. Go on, Hank.
Well, we performed for Princess Margaret, opening a new youth club, Cliff and the Shads. And obviously they filmed it, but the sound wasn't very good. They had a dodgy camera. And we were actually, as you probably noticed, if you've seen the Shads, which number do you think we're actually playing? All right, you don't know. You're out. FBI. We were playing FBI, but they overdubbed the record of Apache to that.
So when we're doing all of this, we don't do that at Apache.
I was going to say, but
that's a secret. Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell them. We don't tell us.
Because we know where you live.
But did you all rehearse in somebody's back bedroom and say, "Come on, we'll do this," or did you just do it on the night?
I think we learned our craft. Well, not craft so much, but
it is
playing
craft,
so much in the two eyes.
Yeah.
With different guys almost every night, you know. It was a bit like, you know, Hank and I'd be singing the Everly stuff and Buddy Holly stuff, and somebody would say, "Can I get up and do a couple of songs with you?" And it was that sort of place. Yeah. It was a bit like a jazz club. Can I sit in and play a couple of numbers
fabulous.
with you?
So you just get up and busk it?
Yeah, and busk it,
Anybody drop in? Yeah.
And we spent 6 months there until we met Cliff.
Yeah.
And then we were taken into poverty.
Penury was kicking the door.
Oh, was it penury, was it?
Now, you're going to perform for us at the end of the show, aren't you?
We hope so.
Are we?
I saw them rehearsing, girls. Yeah. It's a real treat to have you on the couch, seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, please, get your hands together. And Marvin and Bruce Wells. Come on, the Shadows. Up next, we've got Cliff, Cilla Black. We've got the lot. Don't go anywhere. See you after the break.
Still to come, Sir Cliff Richard and the Shadows and Cilla Black. Tomorrow, Amanda Holden and John Thompson and Rolf Harris.
Welcome back. I'm here with Bruce and Hank, the Shadows. And still to come, we're going to learn Beyonce's Single Ladies dance routine with Cilla Black. You looking forward to that?
Yeah,
I wanted to do the moonwalk. Can we do that later?
Yeah. Cliff can do that one.
Can he? Oh, we'll all do it. Anyway, it's time now for my next guest. Now, earlier this year, he reunited with the Shadows and they recorded their first album in more than 40 years. Their new live DVD, The Final Reunion, has already topped the charts and they've just finished their last ever UK tour. Please welcome the man himself, the one and only, Sir Cliff Richard!
Congratulations and celebrations going out for everyone that you're in love with me.
Why didn't I bring me camera? Chances like this don't come every day. Cliff, you're looking great. How are you?
I'm fine. You can always get a still off one of these videos.
Ken, will you do as a picture? Go on. Ken O'Shea, it'll kill me if I don't. How are you, Cliff?
I'm good, thank you. Actually, it's unbelievable considering we've been on tour doing 36 gigs.
I know. How'd you do it?
Just talent.
But like, it doesn't knock a hair out of you. It doesn't bother you, does it? You go off and you do all these tours.
You know, it does. I mean, probably you've, while this winter has gone on, have suffered with colds and sniffles and things. Well, we've had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it didn't strike the throats.
Yeah.
So, but we did go on with aches and pains and headaches. But none of you noticed, did you? That's what's nice having about a certain aged audience. They can't see.
They're all suck and boiled sweets, so they can't hear. Who's got the ham sandwiches and the flask? Pass it down. They're going to do congratulations now, Maggie. Come on. Hey. Is this really the last tour? Was I talking to you?
I think what we've been saying is that it's probably the last tour that we'll ever do like this. But
Yeah.
as we did once an interview, and Hank said, look, there's no reason why we can't get together, but whether we'll ever do a tour of this length, I mean, don't forget, we've still got to get to the middle of March.
Yeah.
But, I mean, let's face it, if there was a charity function or a festival somewhere and they thought we might be handy, well...
The Bruce Welsh Charity Trust.
I was going to say,
Please
and if the
donate
money was...
generously.
I was going to say, if the money was right, Bruce would do it.
Are you all like teenagers when you get together? Do you go right back to day one?
I'm just a little bit younger than them.
Oh.
Actually, I think there's about 18 months between us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm about a year.
It's actually less than a year. I know it very well.
The awful thing is, of course, they'll never catch up. I'll always be ahead in terms of age. But, yeah, I was 17 and a half when I recorded Move It, so I was almost 18 when we went on that first tour.
We were 16.
And you...
Oh, God,
16 and a half.
16 and a half.
You were babies.
We were babies, yeah.
It's funny now because when you see some of the new bands, some of the new singers and things, they're young, but they're sometimes in their 20s. And I'm thinking, I can't believe that we actually started that young. But that's probably why we weren't very good.
That's right. We're going to get covered.
No, they won't have it, Cliff. Listen to them. They were there, don't forget. Stood outside the stage home, the sticky out skates, back home in the beehives. Oh, yeah. They got a clip, Maureen. Me French pleats falling out. Were you involved in any of the Barneys in the old days?
What Barneys?
You know, there were Barneys, weren't there? It says so on the internet, on Wikipedia, and what's on Wikipedia is true.
Well, but Barneys in terms of an audience?
No, you know, it's not, you know, a bit
Oh, we had
In the band.
No.
But you always do, don't you?
We had little...
I just ignored them, and therefore we never had any arguments.
Don't forget, he had his own dressing room.
Oh, really?
The rest of us all
All
squeezed
banged up
into
together.
the toilet, you know. It's tough.
Listen, this is cracking, seriously. I mean, the music's just, you forget, it's good music. I mean, really, it's brilliant.
It's 50 years of memories, and the thing is, and we were talking about this too, that when it's not just us, of course, most singers that have survived a certain period of time, you find that you become other people's memories. And I quite like it. I've stood on stage singing Living Doll, and there's been a geezer and a girl right here.
I thought I'd
and
seen
as
you.
I've started singing Living Doll, he's gone... Now, I'm thinking to myself, and this is why I forget lyrics sometimes, I'm thinking, now, either she was his living doll, or they got married and the baby was the living doll. Yeah. But whatever it is, it's a huge memory for them. Yeah. And I find that kind of a privilege, really.
Yeah.
He's probably going, I don't remember this one, do you?
We've got a clip here now from the new DVD filmed at the O2 of you performing that first number one. Watch this. Watch and enjoy, Cliff.
Got myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living dog. I got to do my best to please her just 'cause she's a living dog. I got a roving and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got the one and only walking, talking, living dog.
You still like singing all the old hits, Cliff? You still enjoy them, Bachelor Boy and Living Doll and
I
all?
do, actually.
Yeah.
I've never stopped singing them. Obviously, we've, on this particular tour, because it was a memory of 50 years since we started, we chose all the big hits and played everything that we hoped everyone would know. But even if I was going on tour on my own, I would always at least sing 8 or 10 of the oldies in amongst anything that might be new. But no, they're great fun to do.
That's what Shirley Bassey said. She was on last week and I said, you still like Big Spender? She said, I love it, love it.
Love it, love it.
Love it. And you could say...
I was, you know, you're talking about guitarists who were influenced.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have hit him actually, but
Not
rehearsing-
violence.
No, I'm not very violent. But in Bray, in Maidenhead, which is where we tend to rehearse things, I was there rehearsing one of my shows, and Chris Rea was just down in the next studio. So I said, I must meet Chris Rea. At lunchtime, they arranged it, and I came in and I said, hi, Chris, I'm Cliff Richard. He said, I know. He said, could you introduce me to Hank Marvin? Well, I looked at him and went,
I've got to tell them something. I came through and there's a tiny little canteen outside. You've seen it, haven't you? Well, there's Cliff and the lad sat there in Scylla, and I thought, why haven't I got a camera here? I mean, a black and white photo of that's an iconic image. And you're all whining into these tiny little salads. I couldn't believe
in
it.
a plastic thingy.
Yeah. Living it up.
I had a patisserie.
Oh, did you?
Lots of calories, sugar.
Lovely.
All the main ingredients of food: fat, you know, caffeine,
Salts.
alcohol.
Yeah. Keeps us all going.
That's an Irish coffee. It's perfect.
Do you think the business is tougher now, Cliff, than it was back in the 60s? I mean, there's a lot of competition in the 60s.
I would have
wasn't
thought it would be tougher to get going, really,
Yeah.
because they've kind of... it's a bit like... Well, broadcasting used to be broadcasting because they used to play everything for everybody.
Yeah.
But now people choose a certain way to go. So radio stations play a certain kind of record here and a certain kind of record there. So it must be tough on new singers to get wedged into the system. It must be really, really difficult for them. Whereas with us, well, I'm not quite sure how it was. We just couldn't get into a studio. I didn't know where a studio was, and yet people like Daniel Bedingfield, for instance, made their records in their bedroom. Because the technology has got so the instrumentation and everything was there for him to do it. But it must be tough for them today, and probably even tougher to last. That's the hard bit. I don't think they're supported the way we were supported. You know, I didn't have a number one for 5.
Are we going to do the act again?
Every night I mention this, these guys go around going, tragic. but what Norrie Paramore did was, my records were going downhill. From number 2, it went down to number 17. And he said, don't panic, we'll find the right song. You'll be OK. And sure enough, we did. And that 5th one was The Living Doll. But I think you've got to. I wonder, is that clip of Apache available?
Yeah, what, that one?
Oh, because every now and then when I'm watching TV, I do need a good laugh.
Cliff, you're not being evil, are you?
No, but the funny thing is, I haven't heard that story before.
Oh, well, I'll tell you later.
Do you think you'd have done X Factor if it had been going then? Would you, when you were starting out, would you have gone on X Factor?
I'm not sure. You said something about it today. I don't know, one of you did, about people nowadays are going into these shows because they want to find fame.
Yeah.
Whereas we were going into it because we just wanted to sing to people.
Yeah.
And so there's a slightly different ambition there. So we might not, but I often think that I've got a feeling had we gone into it, we wouldn't have won it.
Don't start them off. Well, look, I've got a surprise for you, because your Reunited album has gone gold. So, one for you, Cliff.
Thank you. So I pass it on?
Come round.
Oh, no, it's coming round.
Bruce, one for you.
Wow.
Hank, one for you, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, you're welcome. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. That's, I guess, is that 100,000 each?
Yeah. I don't know.
Actually, yours is bigger than mine.
Yeah.
We're going to start kicking off now in the outbreak. I can hear it. Look, good
is
luck
it
with
real
the rest
gold?
of the
Thank
tour.
you, thank you.
When does the tour actually finish?
March the 14th.
Yeah, middle of March.
So you've got a long way to go,
Well, we've got a break now, though,
Yeah.
so we've got just enough time to forget everything. So we're going to have to rehearse all over again when we get to Australia, and then we're taking it to New Zealand, and then we're crossing back to South Africa, and we'll finish there.
Yeah.
So if any of you got a spare moment and a passport...
Don't encourage them, they'll be there. Cliff, it's great to see you again, it really is.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's hear it for Cliff. Come on. Thank you. And congratulations.
Beautiful, isn't it? That's great, I love it.
Up next now. You must be made up to get those. Up next, we have another icon, Miss Cilla Black. Oh, yes. And we're going to learn how to do Beyonce's Single Ladies Dance. So don't go anywhere. Don't know what that is, but we're going to learn it.
Still to come, Cilla Black. Alicia Keys and Rupert Everett.
Welcome back. Still to come, Cliff and the Shadows perform for one of the very last times in the UK. And we're going to be shaking our booties when we learn the Beyoncé dance routine. But it's time now for my next guest. Now, I don't know why I'm bothering to introduce her, because you know who she is. She's one of the most successful selling female artists of all time. Her new album, The Definite Collection, includes all of her hits, plus a DVD of some very rare performances. She's here. Oh, yeah. Be afraid. Be very afraid. It's the one and only Cilla Black. Let me hear it. Get the couch, Cilla.
Oh, on the couch or
you've got a chair.
Have I got a chair?
Got a special chair.
We got you the chair.
They've given her a throne.
You look very glam, Cilla.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Are you going out?
Well, hopefully within.
Cilla, when did you all first meet?
Well, you did actually my show.
I did.
You did, the Cilla show, in monochrome. We were in black and white, so you couldn't see all the full regalia.
Colour.
Yeah.
We sang in black and white as well.
Yes. Yeah, you did. I was so honoured, I can't tell you, Paul, when Cliff agreed to do my show.
Yeah.
You know, way back in the 60s. And it was such an honour that I was so terrified. And I'd slimmed down. Well, I hadn't eaten for a month. Because Cliff has got the thinnest thighs ever, but very Yes, very muscular, but very muscular. Yes.
Too much information, sir.
Well, it is because I want to share this with you, because I did share it with you, didn't I, Cliff?
You did. She said to me, she said, whenever you come on my show, I go on a diet because my thighs are thicker than yours. Mind you... Oh,
I didn't say I
no more.
had thick thighs.
No, you said they were thicker than mine.
Yes, they were.
Cilla, what's all this about you posing for photos in Cliff's bed? See? This kind of behaviour has driven me into the arms of Shirley Bassey. Yes. That's your fault.
Yeah, we were having fun and...
We were.
I'm sure you were.
Oh, I'm going to dig myself deeper in this. No, my girlfriend...
What sort of fun, Cilla?
No, well, my girlfriend from LA,
Pat.
who was originally from Liverpool, Cliff very kindly, oh gosh, I've got to get this right, kindly invited us both down for dinner at your house.
Yes.
Yeah? Do you want to continue with the story?
Well, the thing is, there was a photograph of Pat and I in the bath.
Yes.
Oh, it gets wilder, you've no idea.
We had all our clothes on,
Yeah.
and then she sent that to Cilla, saying, I've got really close to Cliff now. So when she came round the next time,
She's in the bed.
I said, I've got to go one better than this, Cliff. I've got to be in the bed. And the duvet was up to here. But it doesn't finish there, because I went out for a girly lunch and I got the photos back. And I was showing all the girls, you know, around the table, and they were going, oh, gosh, this is incredible. How fantastic is this? And if this ever got onto the, you know, the website or whatever, it would, you know, it would really be...
Surprise!
No, but the thing was, I was in the very famous... Did I ever tell you this?
I don't know.
The very famous restaurant, Le Caprice, which is in London, my favourite restaurant. And we all had a fabulous time, and they have revolving doors there. And you've never, on the way out, you've never seen... It was like Laurel and Hardy. Because these revolving doors were going round, round, round. I'd forgotten the photographs of Cliff and I being in bed together. Because I thought I could imagine this, one of the waiters picking these photographs up. And it was an innocent thing, and it was a fun thing. God
do you know-
damn it.
Regretfully, she says. Cliff, she ran me up in bits. She said, I was that far, Paul, that far. Cilla.
I didn't take my shoes off, but you know.
Cilla, did you leave your vest on? That's what I want to know. Did you?
Me Liberty bodice as
Did you
well.
leave your Liberty bodice on?
Yes.
With all your holy medals pinned to it?
Yes,
Good,
the rosary, everything.
Good. I was just saying to Cliff, I've had a great weekend because I've been cleaning up this weekend. Listening to Cliff and the Shadows, and also this.
Aww.
I mean, you've just recorded such cracking songs, and this is 45 years.
Yeah.
45 years.
I'm into the 46 now. The
Well, catching up, she's catching up.
Everything. That is the definitive collection.
Yeah. But no one can touch you for Alfie. Sorry. Alfie's fabulous.
Thank you
Isn't
so
it?
much.
It is. I sing it around the world. Try and do the... But it was very hard to record that, wasn't it? Didn't Burt Bacharach do it again, do it again, do it again?
Well, it was that... Well, you know, in
Alfie.
those days, as you know, I mean, you got 3-hour sessions, literally, didn't you?
Yep.
Where you recorded Bruce, you
Yeah.
know, and you've recorded.
3 songs, yeah.
I'm very pleased and privileged that you recorded one of the most fabulous albums that I've ever recorded. You
With you,
produced.
yes.
Yes, you did. But there was 3 hours to record an A side and a B side and one for the album. That was the part for the course. So when Burt Bacharach came along and said, you know, would I do Alfie? It's a long story, but it took a long time to get to the studio in EMI. And he was there with the orchestra. And we did... Oh, and you are a taskmaster, you are.
Tell me
Look
about
at you, Bruce, not
Yes,
me.
well,
Oh, Bruce or Hank?
Bruce is, yeah, he is. But he's a line-by-line merchant. But Burt Bacharach is a take-by-take.
Yeah.
So I did 18 takes of Alfie, and George Martin, you know, I'm very easygoing, and George Martin could see I was really getting a little bit agitated after 18 takes.
Not surprised.
And he pressed the button in the room and said, "What are you looking for, Bert?" And he said, "Oh, George, well, I'm looking for that little bit of magic." And George Martin said, "Well, I think we got it on take 4."
Yeah.
And actually what you hear today is take 4.
yeah.
So those other takes were superb.
And that's not an easy song to sing.
No.
I mean, to sing it 18 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he is a taskmaster.
He is.
He is. I came into the studio, he recorded my albums as well. And I sang one of these songs through, it might have been something like Miss Unites or Devil Woman or something like that. And then he'd put his finger down and speak to me in the headset. He said, "It was very good, Cliff, but could you sing it in the same key as the track?" Yes!
Well, Cilla, I've got a montage here of your clips. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Cilla through the years.
I'm ready.
Roll tape, Bert, please.
You're my world, you are my night and day. Step inside love. Step inside love. I want you to stay. I believe in love. Alfie. Without true love, we just exist. Something tells me something's gonna happen tonight.
What's that last outfit?
I have no idea what was I thinking of.
That's very
That is
daring, Cilla, isn't it?
very risque.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, I didn't have anything there, did I?
Did you have your light bulbs in that as well?
No. Ladies and gentlemen, he was responsible. I take no responsibility whatsoever for the Royal Command and Miss Electra. He dreamt the whole thing up when the boobs lit up, my bum lit up. It was his fault. He blames me for his 2 heart attacks. I blame him
Bruce.
for ruining my reputation.
When we got home that night, and she had her costume on and the shilling had gone in the meter, I said, "Cilla, put your boobs on so we could see."
No, you ruined totally my reputation.
Get out of it. You put me in hospital, for God's sake. Now, I've got a bit of surprise for you here. You ready for this? It's the nice one. It's the bailiffs from that unpaid fine from 1960. Because you're always seen in the papers, aren't you, with lots of various people in nightclubs and things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly you.
No, I ignore her. I'm in bed for 9 o'clock these days. We're going to learn the dance of the moment, Scylla.
Oh, fab.
Yeah, so that when we go hit the dance floor, we don't make a show of ourselves doing a tango or a waltz. You know what I mean? Because times have changed. This is the Beyonce video. Watch this. Everyone's going mad for it. Go on, babe. Teach us that move. Now I'll do it. Watch what happens. Oh, save your bad breath. Here to teach us this move is choreographer Jono Kitchens. Jono, lovely to meet you. Jono, talk us through this, will you?
Okay, right.
Do.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
Nice and slow.
Yeah.
We're going to break it down into 3 easy sections, okay? So the
Okay.
first section, we're going to put a ring on it.
Yeah,
Okay?
okay.
So we all need to
ring
stand with
on
our
it?
hands out to the side. Right, we're going to step together, step together, step together, point to your ring. Okay?
Point to the
Point to the ring.
Oh, push the ring.
Turn your hands round and point
There
to
we
it
go.
that way.
Okay,
Well,
right, you've got to
I've
get
got
nice
plenty
and
of that.
sexy now. You've got to stick your hip out to the side. Okay, and then you're going to whip your head.
Don't headbutt me. Don't headbutt me. She's going to headbutt me, Jono, and this is an excuse. I'm going to go smack A&E. Here you go. Who broke your nose? Still a black headbutted me. I can see it.
We're going to repeat that to the other side now.
Okay,
Ready?
yeah.
So
So go on.
we've
Well,
done it
so we've
to
done
the
that.
first side.
Point to the
Right, now we're going back the other side. Step together.
Yeah.
Step
Step
together.
together.
Right,
Yeah.
step together.
Point to the ring again.
Yeah.
Point to-
And clap.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're going to put your hands behind your head.
Yeah.
With the right foot there.
And
And
you're going to
behind
do.
your head.
And you're going to spank your bum 4 times.
no, no.
Quick, quick, spank, 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 spank. Now turn around. Then do a turn around.
You put your hands behind your head, Cliff, and then you slap
Right.
your bum 4 times.
Turn
And then
around.
you turn round.
So we're going to punch. Punch the
Away.
floor. Ready? Punch it. 1. Change it, and then do it 3 times quickly. Punch, punch, punch.
Punch in the floor. Mind me kidneys. Do you hear?
Again, again.
Look,
punch,
I'm gonna get a punch in the back.
Punch, punch, punch. Right, ready? Here we go.
Okay.
From the top. Step together, ring. Head. Cut. Head on head. Smack your bum. Turn around and punch. Here we go.
God, you're
Punch,
better.
punch, 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 punch. Just give it a spank now. Woo! And finish. Point in the ring.
Cheers, Jono. Thanks very much. Come on, let's hear it for Jono. And let's hear it. I never tell her this, but she'll win one of my favourite people on the planet. Cilla Black. Come on, let's hear it. Up next, Cliff in the Shadows will be performing for one very last time. And we're going to be answering some of your emails. Don't go anywhere. See you after the break.
Thursday, Paul does Swan Lake. Wednesday, Patsy Kensington Healy and Merlin's Bradley James and Colin Morgan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Cilla, go and sort some house. All right, girls. Get your hankies ready, ladies, and savour this moment, because this is going to be one of the last times that Cliff and the Shadows will ever perform together. And we've got Brian on drums, and Brian, so you don't feel left out, mate, I've got your gold disc here. Right. The track that they're about to perform is called Singing the Blues. Me and Cilla gonna have a little jive.
Yes, we are.
We are. And it's from the new album, Reunited. Please raise the roof for Cliff and the Shadows. Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear you. I've never thought I'd say that. Cliff Richard and the Shadows. I never thought I'd say it. Oh, that was fabulous. I'm going to put the mic on the mantelpiece. Is that all right?
Dance.
Hang on, I'll shove it here.
No,
there you go.
You should have come sliding over.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, great.
Did you? We've got emails out. This lot, they've all been emailing like maniacs, so we've got to read them out. This one's from Luke Williams from Braintree. How do you all like to relax? I know you like to relax.
Come on, Cliff, you first.
Oh, I like...
With friends, really.
Pardon?
With friends.
With a drink.
And friends.
And friends, yeah. And if it's in Barbados, it's this friend and champagne.
She's had some cracking parties on that roof, hasn't she?
Oh, she has, and she has a lot of champagne. It's worth going.
Cliff, I was there, but I can't remember. Now, one from Tony Wilson. Cilla, what song would you dedicate to your fans? If you had to pick one song, what would it be?
Oh, well, it's got to be the very first hit that I had. Really, the big number one that I had.
Anyone Who Had a Heart?
Anyone Who Had a Heart,
Yeah.
yeah. Because the fans made it. They put me there, so I've got to...
You could just as easily say You're My World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Step Inside, Love.
They were all such big hits.
But you
That
always
wasn't an
remember
invite,
the
that was
first
the name of the
number one.
song.
Yeah, yeah.
No, because I was, you know, Brian Epstein at the time, who was my manager, and, you know, I came from a very poor area on Scotty Road, and, you know, we didn't have telephones. What was telephones?
You didn't have a front door, let alone a telephone.
No.
She didn't. She used to cut through the barbers.
Front door, up an entry. That's where I lived. So, I mean, to tell me how I was number one, Brian Epstein told me to go to the nearest, well, it was the bus stop outside the post office, and go to the nearest telephone kiosk at 1 o'clock, and he would tell me whether I was number one or not. And that is very poignant for me. Anyone who had a heart.
Yeah. Is that it? That's... Oh, away. Why don't they give us another hour? That's it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the show. A big thank you to my guests. To Cliff Richards. Let's hear you. To the Shadows. Come on. To Hank and Bruce. Come on. And last but not least, the one and only Cilla Black. Let's hear you. Tomorrow, I've got Britain's Got Talent, Amanda Holden, John Thompson and Rolf Harris. That's all tomorrow, live at 5 on 4. Look after yourselves, have a lovely night. See you tomorrow, yeah?